Drinking Bros. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
Oh no!
Wow.
What happened last night? What happened last night?
Childhood
Still
dreams.
feeling it.
Childhood
You
dreams.
look like you may have died last night.
I still feel it. Yeah. I've been in bed most of the day. I've been in bed.
Childhood dreams.
You look like Trayvon Martin. Is that too soon? Is that too soon? You look like
He's
Trayvon Martin.
looking a little hungover. Oh, hi, I'm back.
I'm Matthew.
You know?
Yeah.
Matthew
I'm back.
Best is back to the
Matthew.
podcast.
I'm just going to start saying on
Matthew.
future episodes that I'm back and I was never gone.
Because
Who
it's
said-
one
who said you were
T.
gone?
Because it's one T, it has to be Matthew.
Matthew.
Oh, Matthew.
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 You know?
Kids, we're
Yeah.
live from Colorado. Freedom Fest happened last night.
Last,
Ooh.
If you hear a little jangling in my cup, it's because I got some ice cubes in there with some vodka. I'm trying to get the hair back onto the dog.
I got some ice cubes and some zero fucks. in
Wait,
my
is
cup.
that-
You know?
Is that like after you shave it, you want to?
yeah, I shave my dogs.
You shave him, and then you want
I
to get
shave
hair
all of
back
my
on
dogs.
the dog. You want
And then I
More
glue the hair
hair.
right back on.
more hair on
I
the
put
dogs.
it's a dog toupee is what I do.
It's a
a
dog
dog
pay.
toupee.
It's a dog
Rocco
pay.
might
Dog
know.
pay.
Where
It's
does
a
the
pay.
saying "a little hair in the dog" comes from? Does anybody know?
I don't
Hair
know.
of the
Where
dog.
that's
Oh,
derived
you know, it's
I know
actually
this
from
is-
I think
Ireland.
Mariah
Spanish-
Carey
Spanish
sang a
is the same
song
exact
about it.
concept. I have
Really?
no
I think it
fucking
was a
idea.
Mariah Carey
hair?
song.
It's something
By
perrito.
the hair of the dog. Oh, the hair.
Pelo.
Pelo.
No,
Pelo, yeah,
I
pelo,
don't think
dude.
it means. I don't think it means like the actual like hair. I think it means the air of the dog. Like
No, I think-
No,
I
no,
think
no.
you're
It's
just-
actually
you're
the hair of
I
it.
think
It's
you're
the
an
hair.
idiot.
It's the hair on that dog.
It's the
Yeah.
air of the dog.
The hair of the dog.
Like
Exactly.
you're
The hair of the
you're
dog.
inheriting what
Oh,
the dog.
God, whoever's
owns.
just tuning in now is
Yeah,
listening to four scholars mastering their craft together and figuring out a
Well,
book
it's
of
even
life.
funnier because we're facing each other, looking
Yeah.
at each other, and
It
seeing
is.
everyone think.
But this
Yeah.
is a nice thing.
Yeah.
We haven't
We're
all
same
four
location.
faced each
We're in
other.
a circle of trust right
Yeah,
now.
but we haven't all four faced each other since Los Angeles, I believe.
Right,
Yes.
When
right,
we were
right.
there for Range 15.
With our penises combined.
Yeah.
You know,
Our
we
dicks
wrap 'em
combined,
around
dicks
each
looking
other.
eye to eye, thinking about life, talking about hits, talking about babies getting made.
You know, we interviewed
What?
the swimmer's girlfriend before he made
He got
Tyler
Ryan-
Ray Reid.
hit stuff. in
Lochte.
Brazil.
Lochte.
Ryan
Yeah.
Lochte. Did they break up over this?
I like how he
Don't give a
fakes
fuck.
a robbery, comes back and proposes. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Did
Everybody
she
else is gone.
accept?
He played musical chair. Of course she's accepted.
Why?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Why not?
She's a playmate. Where's she going after 30?
Oh,
Sorry,
Oh,
that was
Kayla.
terrible.
Kayla, we're sorry.
That's terrible.
But not
and
really,
I feel
because
bad.
Ryan's a
Welcome to
fucking
Drinking
retard.
Bros,
Listen, I
kids.
will say this. You know, she is a sweet lady, but tits end up sagging. So you're
She's
literally
sweet. She's
how
sweet.
it's
But your
going.
boyfriend's a fucking liar that's stolen valor.
Yeah, you need personality in life.
Now he's on the fight on sight. Like now
Is
he's
he
a liar.
fight on site?
Now he's a liar.
You have a fight on site
He's
with
a
him?
liar.
Not with Lochte. Not with Lochte.
You have a hug on site, you liar.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're a
yeah.
hugger.
I'll hug
I
him.
saw you last night. You were hugging people like you were a fucking koala bear last night.
I love koalas.
I know. You were hugging a lot of folks last night at Freedom Fest.
What?
Yeah.
You
Look,
just
hey, welcome
watching
to
me
welcome,
hug?
welcome to Drinkin' Bros. We know the rules. We got some sponsors who pay for this whole fuck shack to be operated.
We are in a fuck
We're
shack
in
with
the
a
fuck
dirty
shack.
fan right now.
We
I'm
literally
loving it.
are. We literally are.
Colorado vibes.
There's a couple holes in the wall. I don't want to say it's for glory, but it is. It's for goodness.
For glory.
For glory. So look, you know the rules. We got some sponsors. The first one is a new fan fave. Everybody's buying this goddamn lock. Havenlock.com. Look, typically it takes three kicks to kick in a door. Do you feel safe? Does your fucking families feel safe? Goddamn right they do not. That's why you need to put a Haven Mech lock device on the fucking front door. It takes 50 kicks to get in.
Well, the cool thing with that is because I
50.
doubt someone's going to go 50 kicks, right? So it's boom, boom, boom. That's 3 kicks. That gives you time to get your gat, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe your rape whistle if you're anti-gun like
Whatever
a
you
fucking
are.
idiot. Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you are. Here's what I know is this. So they sent me a lock. We put it on the front door. My wife kicked it in a couple times. I don't want to look. She runs maybe 10 miles a day. Strong legs.
Yeah.
Strong, impressive calves.
10 miles a day.
10 miles a
Damn.
day.
Woo.
Your
Impressive
mom
calves
runs
out of that
10
one.
10 Mies?
My wife. My
Oh,
wife.
oh,
Not
I
my
thought you
mom.
said your mom.
I don't live with my
Your
mom.
wife runs
Did I say
10
my mom?
Mies?
You might have. I
I
don't know.
thought you said your mom
I'm
runs
a little
10
drunk
miles.
from the
I
freedom.
didn't
Call
hear
her
anything.
mama.
I didn't hear anything about your wife
That's
running
a
10
good
miles
thing.
a day.
He's a mama. He pulls off mama.
We've been drinking. So I let her take a couple kicks. No good. Door stayed up. I took a couple kicks. Now my leg is like fucking Legatron. I'm like Greg Zuerlein, the kicker for the Rams. Strong as fuck.
What is his name?
Strong as fuck. Legatron, Greg Zuerlein. I kick this fucking thing.
Legatron.
I don't make a dent. I don't make a goddamn dent. But then you know what I did? I called the hologram service that did Tupac at Coachella. I did a hologram Bruce Lee outside my fucking door. He couldn't kick the goddamn thing in.
Hologram couldn't kick it in?
Hologram Bruce Lee
Hologram.
couldn't kick
Literally,
it in.
right? Oh my God.
So what I'm saying is this. Go to
Hologram
havenlock.com.
Bruce Lee couldn't get through your door.
Couldn't get through it.
What
Type
a
in the
fucking
promo
bitch.
code Drinkin Bros. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get a one-time offer of $99 for a fucking lock that's going to save your goddamn life. So go there and do it. And guess what? If they do get through that door, go to tartarusordnance.com.
Wish a motherfucker would.
I wish a motherfucker would.
I wish a motherfucker would.
TARTARUSORDNANCE.com.
On today.
Yeah,
Jared's on
Ross
today.
and Jared are going to be fun in this episode, man.
Right?
No, we're
grab,
not.
Grab
No,
some
we're
fucking
not.
ammo. If he gets through in under 50, blow his fucking legs off.
No,
dude.
no, no.
Tell
no,
him
no,
to try
no, no.
again.
What? Listen, you don't shoot to win. You put 9 in the chest and 7 in the fucking head, Ross. Sorry.
Boom.
That was my, sorry.
No,
I freaked out there.
that's what I call a
That
Sweet
does-
16 party.
Right?
That doesn't sound
I
fun
just
at
did the
all.
math.
Yeah,
I just did the math.
Fast.
I'd rather-
fast as lightning, bro. You better use your
15, but we'll
Nikes,
go with
bro.
16.
I'd rather just point the gun at him and put him through a bandsaw.
Oh boy, Dark Jared. We're gonna get into that later.
One.
Hey, I'll find one.
wood chipping babysitter motherfucker. I can see you throwing a babysitter and a wood chipper later.
No, you know what
God,
I like
I
to do to
can see that.
babysitters?
Ross is on.
I
Go
love
to
babysitters.
tartarusordnance.com for all your home
Don't wanna
defense
hurt them.
ammunition needs. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 10% off everything in the entire store. They got fucking firearms, everything. If you teach a tactical class, you need 80,000 rounds to teach some Syrian refugees that Hillary Clinton's probably going to let over the goddamn border after she gets elected. Go to Tartarus. You get 10% off. You can teach them to blow up the goddamn country because that's what's going to happen. if we don't vote for Trump.
Or you could just have a Glock with the Taurus like right
Boom!
here. See?
You hear that tap, kids? It's not a tap of the ass.
Get
it's
that
the tap of
tap.
a
Get that
handgun.
tap.
Ah, it's a beautiful tap. A little
Someone's
tappy.
got to keep the
A little
Tap.
tap. A little
Tap.
tap. A little tap. A little Tartarus tap.
Rocco, there's
Tap.
some.
Tap.
Oh, God. This
They're
ad's as
yelling at
bad as
each
House
other.
of the Dead, too.
They're yelling at each other right now.
My favorite movie I've ever been in.
Oh, it's my favorite
Hey,
video game.
Next up, we got something that's near and dear to all of our hearts.
What the fuck?
It is liquid in a goddamn tiny tin pouch.
It's a tiny tip pouch.
Have you seen The Wizard of Oz? If the Tin Man had Strike Force inside of him, that's what it would be like going out to the world.
It's like the Tin
Scarecrow
Man's
wouldn't be
dick.
afraid anymore. The lion would have a heart. Go out and get some StrikeForceEnergy.com. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 20% off of everything. They have a subscription
It's
service.
like a barbershop with the numbers. If the Tin Man just had a tin dick that you could take,
Yeah.
it would be Strike Force packets.
Hey,
Just
they'll
boom,
ship it anywhere.
boom.
You know where they ship it to? Kansas. Guess where we're not? Kansas anymore. They'll ship it to Kansas. They'll ship it in the eye of a tornado. Go to StrikeForceEnergy.com. Huge
Listen,
fan.
I like that
Supercharged.
Carry on.
They
my
got a
wayward son over there.
750
Holy
ml
shit.
bottle where you can just take a squirt and then fucking bounce on the devil.
I love that you said it gives the lion heart.
You can leave that bottle behind the bar. You can leave it in the back like Rosa Parks. Just give it one squirt and say no. I'm good. I'm moving on.
I need one
moving
squirt.
on.
No.
I'm moving on after that.
Ross, how much Strike Force have you had today?
I've had 4 packets.
Yes,
all right,
I
I've
can-
had 4
I can
packets.
sense.
I'm on a level that I've never seen before.
He doesn't even have one eye open right now. You got
You're going. You're
He
going.
had 4
fucking.
packets.
My
of
eyes are like
hell.
9/11. Everything's at half mast.
God.
Who talks
No.
like that? Who talks like
No.
that? Who talks like that?
Oh my God.
Next
I'm
up.
sorry, everybody.
We gotta find cigar. We gotta find tobacco. We got warfightertobacco.com. If you've never been in war and want to experience it for yourself, put a cigar in your mouth and light it up. Have your girlfriend blow up some fireworks in your ears. Warfightertobacco.com is 100% combat veteran owned. They're the finest, tastiest cigars made with Cuban seeds, hand rolled in the Dominican Republic.
Hand rolled by small
Because
hands.
it's cheaper And those little tiny fingers can roll it up extra tight. They're probably getting 7 cents an hour. I don't even know if they're living in a goddamn hut right
Rocco,
now.
I think
but these
we
are the
need-
best
I think we
cigars
might
you'll
need
ever
to,
have in your entire life.
like bring them back to earth.
This
here.
is crazy.
No,
Fucking
just let us
follow
go.
13 up in
Let
this
us
bitch.
go.
You know what's crazy?
Just let us go.
Is typing in the promo code Drinkin Bros and giving everybody 10% off. 10% off of cigars is fucking crazy. If you want to get inside my head, that's fucking loco. Because the next sponsor, Night She Cries While He Rides the Steed, the greatest romance novel ever, written by Ross Patterson. There's no promo code on that. Simon & Schuster doesn't give a fuck about that. They're like, no, you're getting the best. You're paying the best. You don't get 10% off.
We
you don't
want
enter in
all your
shit.
gold.
You can slap your dick against the screen on Amazon. Nothing's going to happen. You're still
I've
paying the
tried
same
that.
price.
I've
Get the
tried it
greatest book
twice.
you've ever read, thought about, listened to, your mother's fucked to, whatever. Get it on Amazon.com,
Oh my
BarnesandNoble.com,
I'm just glad I have a front row seat for this.
Audible.com.
No, it's
Front row.
You can get everything all day long at Night She Cries While He Rides the Steed. Last but not least, we've got a Black Rifle Coffee.
We're gonna switch up. I'm gonna go with Lead Slinger's whiskey today. You know,
Lead
because
Slinger.
that's what I'm drinking.
Hi-oh.
No, you know why? Because that's what we drank a shit ton of last
Freedom
night.
Festival.
Oh my God.
Which is
Oh
cool
my
because
God.
everybody here at Lead Slingers donated a pallet to the
90 cases. is
full
what-
pallet.
90
90
full
full
cases,
pallet, yeah.
6 bottles per case.
and 75% of
that
the
obviously
the,
is
not even proceeds of
642
the
bottles.
profit completely went to the charity, so it's fucking
Yeah.
rad.
Nice. And what charity was that, by the way?
Fallen Angels.
Fallen
Angels
Angel
Aviators Foundation.
Aviator Foundation.
Okay.
It's for
Which,
gold
if you didn't know what Freedom
star
Festival
fighters.
is, we got a little toasty last night.
We got
Wow, we
toasted.
got lit.
We had ourselves
kids,
a
welcome
party.
to Drinkin Bros. Yeah, we went to Freedom Fest last night. Everybody's hungover except for me.
I'm not hungover.
Well, you're
but I-
drunk again.
Come
and
on,
I'm on
but
my way.
I'm not hungover.
I'm also stronger than a bear punching a mountain. That's been
When the
defined by
fuck
science.
does a bear punch a mountain?
Look,
Just let me I expand on that.
there's a lot of times where a bear's just like, I'm so angry, I'm gonna punch this mountain.
No, I've never seen
Boom!
it.
Salmon
I've seen
shoot
bear.
out of the river
What?
into their mouth. Look, I'm no expert. My dad was a scientist. He
Yeah, I
wasn't.
feel like that is martial arts training when the fucking bear is sitting on a salmon, like the creeks, and they're slapping him out of the air. That's some Bruce Lee
That's
shit.
It
dope
really
as
is.
shit.
It
Yeah.
really is.
I bet the bear can
Dude,
knock
bear
down that
missionary.
fucking door.
Have
a
you
lot of
tried it
people
yet?
call it clause in effect.
Oh my god!
Oh boy, kid.
Cause and effect.
I've had a few today.
Franklin,
Oh,
where
that's
you
a-
at with that one?
Cause
I've
and
had a
effect.
few
I
today.
want a
That's a
meme.
meme.
Cause and effect.
That's a meme.
Hey, where's
waiting to happen,
Franklin at?
a meme.
Hey,
Franklin.
wasn't that an honor to finally meet him?
Oh,
face to
he's
face?
great.
Franklin
He was a
Chambliss.
Yes.
So last night we had Freedom Fest, arguably the most American freedom festival of all time.
Don't trust any
well,
other
hold on.
fest.
When you-
Ever.
Why you
Don't.
want to know it's an American festival is when you have a half Puerto Rican, half Mexican man waving an American flag in the air. Rocco, this is you.
Yeah.
Wasted to a metal concert. I mean, you don't get more freedom than
No,
that.
you really
There's
don't.
American
You
flag
really don't.
colors. There's diversity.
I just
there's
want to talk about
tattoos.
not
Fuck
to be
yeah.
confused with other fests, because there's other fests out there, but they
No.
don't have all that remains.
No.
They don't.
no.
They don't have
There's
Brandon
not
Solid.
nearly enough
Yeah.
freedom.
They don't
I'll
have
put
freedom.
it to this way. The last
They don't have
festival I
Christmas
was at,
Abbott.
people were zip tied because they didn't want their arms to be free. They weren't free at all.
They weren't free
Tonight,
at all.
everybody was free. And not only that, but like a lot of people were chanting, build that wall, build that wall.
Yeah.
Then you started waving the flag and they were like, fuck, maybe
We're like,
we,
hey, dude, we're like
we
the
don't need
Jessica,
the wall.
We're like the Jessica Lynch raid, free
I
as
know.
fuck. You know
I
what I'm saying?
know.
Oh
It was
man,
a good time.
I know.
There
It was a
it
good
is.
time last night. Everybody's hungover today.
Not me.
But on a personal
I'm
level,
definitely hungover.
I want to say this because Matt and I talked about this last night. I feel like, Jared, that was almost your personal dream last night.
It was.
I think yesterday I lived a childhood dream.
Because we all did a bit of hosting. We all
Yeah,
talked to
you know
everybody.
what? That's
but
right.
these were all your favorite bands of all time.
Yeah.
Suddenly they were all here for you. You got to hang out with them. You took a lot of pictures with them.
You got on stage.
Bucky Lasik took me for a drive in my car for
I
3
know. He's
hours.
gonna be on the show next
Like,
week. Yeah.
We talked about skating and driving and
Yeah.
cars.
So where does Jared Taylor go from here?
I
Did
don't-
you ever, as a kid, listening to all those bands, think that, hey, not only would I grow up and hang out with them one day, but they're going to be doing the festival that I fucking created?
Not for a second.
Oh, you also were on stage with
yeah,
the Swing
you
We
were on
Survive. You
stage.
closed
I
them
got to
out.
Sing.
You closed
I
them
got
out
to
and
sing
sang.
with
No,
my
no, you
favorite
sang.
with
band.
them.
Yeah.
My favorite band.
I will put a shout out to Jared for that because my birthday was about a week before, but it was essentially my 30th birthday. Well, first of all, there was some logistical nightmares that were extraneous situations
Yeah.
that really weren't part of the company, but like Jared and Rocco flew out almost a week and a half before.
We drove.
We drove.
You
yeah.
drove.
out,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they- and they-
in a brand new Black Rifle car.
Right.
and they hustled their asses off to make it what it was. It was awesome because it was an experience. I mean, a lot of fucking people there, but like it was just a great vibe. And then I grew up listening to Phil and All That Remains when I was a kid. One of my favorite metal bands. And you know, the last song of the night, I got to stand on stage with fucking JT and Rocco, my besties, and listen to that. So I appreciate
Well,
that, man.
Phil
It's cool.
laid
Way to
down
put it on. It's
and
fucking
just
dope.
sang
It was
to
rad.
us.
I mean-
Thanks to all the bands, dude. They were all great, man. Like it was
Ah,
fucking
they were
super chill
easy.
show, and I wouldn't
Well,
say chill. It was fucking
Yeah,
rad.
I mean,
Yeah.
it all came together with all the sponsors that helped out. Paul, we had one of our
Paul Pacis.
our events managers show up.
Who
who
proposed to his girlfriend?
He
on
did.
stage.
There was a
Said yes. That
proposal
would've been
last
real
night.
There was a
fucking
proposal
awkward.
last
So
night
right
on
now,
stage. Yeah.
right now we have to put that out for next Freedom Fest. If you're thinking of proposing, wait until Freedom Fest because we have to keep that a tradition.
Yeah.
Dude, we should do something called Russian propose. So we like Russian propose, and what it is 4 couples go up there. Only one proposes, but like you don't know. So you're walking out there. It's the girlfriend.
That's
like,
funny.
Is it me? Is it me?
It'd be
Just
3
kidding.
disappointed
Woo.
girls.
Oh,
3
man, that'd be
You should have a
brilliant.
pie and a ring. You either slam your face with the pie or you give her a ring. Pie in the face.
Oh, that's dark.
It
There was
a
a lot that
blast.
went down yesterday.
Yeah, it was a blast.
There's a
There
lot
was
to
there was
take in.
cigars being sold. There was whiskey. There was T-shirts. There was
Strike Force.
auctions.
There was-
and all of it. All the proceeds went straight to the charity, which is why wouldn't you do it in a crazy event and do that? Do
Exactly.
it that way.
And what is Fallen Angels, by the way, for the audience
Fallen
at
Angels,
home?
Yeah, they support all the Gold Star families that have downed pilots.
So
Lost
they're
pilots.
able to give the families money for whatever they may be, right? The Gold Star families.
Sure.
Things like summer camps for the kids, Boy Scouts, and just things like that.
Groceries, rent.
Yeah, so they just have
College
the money
education, I
there.
believe, too, right?
And, excuse me.
Potentially college education.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
great.
Oh, they're definitely raising a lot of money, and they're able to with that money, man, help tons of the families.
You got George Chu as the president,
Yes,
and
he is.
George
Which is cool because-
Bodecker is a founding donor
Yes.
who also
Is
created
the-
Crocs.
Yeah, creator Crocs.
Crocs,
So-
really?
Yeah, and he said last night, he goes, "Look,
Amazing
man, I
gentleman.
didn't serve. I was a tree hugger." He goes, "But everyone else in my family has served." He goes, "So that's why I appreciate what you guys do. And now that I'm in the position I am, I just want to continue to give back to guys like you."
It's great.
Oh, it's
Well,
rad.
and even based off of kind of the lower key thing we did, he was like, "Hey, next year, like I want to continue to support this and be a part of it." So this is going to be an annual.
Yeah,
thing,
I
and
think
it-
he
and we're gonna
saw-
make it crazy cool at next year, and it's gonna be
He
fucking
saw the
awesome.
following. He saw the commitment for all the
Well,
supporters.
the loyalty and
It
what
was
all they're doing. It's
insane,
awesome.
man. It was a good time. People coming up to all of us telling us like how the podcast. I mean, I think the number one conversation was the podcast. That's what people.
Yeah.
If it was anything else we talk about, like I love you, is like the podcast, man, which makes it freaking rad, man.
There was a lot of reaction, by the way, to your episode last night. You got hammered. I mean, you were swarmed
Yeah.
with people. We did a one-on-one. You called in. You
Yeah.
were going through some hard times, and you called in, and that episode was powerful to a lot of people.
Yeah, it was cool.
And by the way, your speech at the end, a lot of people don't know because they were asking you to post it, but it is on YouTube, correct?
Yeah, I put it on YouTube just so I can find it myself.
And what's the name of it for the audience, by the way?
Look in the mirror. That's it.
Look in the mirror.
Yeah, and I could probably post it on the podcast page.
Yeah, do that because a lot of people have been asking
It's one
about
of those
that.
things, man. I made it, and I'm still a little nervous about sharing it because it's a pretty emotional rant. You know what I mean? And so not everyone's gonna agree with the way I felt. You know, my
But a lot of people did. I mean, right now we're at about 600,000 listeners.
Yeah.
And like the response to that was tremendous. So what you did and what you talked about was really important, and a lot of people wanted to find that someplace. So we'll post it on the page. I know it's on YouTube.
yeah, I'll
And,
put it. I'll put it up there.
Yeah.
Well, it's awesome too, man, because you're such a personality that like when you're real and you just share your own personal experiences, like that helps. Like even dudes in the inner circle, are like, oh fuck, okay, we're all kind of the same. Like it's
Yeah.
okay to like have those emotions, go through those
That's-
emotions, and
that's
just
the
kind of
cool-
grow from them.
The feedback behind that, I got probably 30, 40 emails about either how it shook them or if I felt like I was speaking directly to them or whatnot. So that's when it's like worth doing stuff like that. You know, putting yourself out there a little bit. So
Totally.
it was rad. Yeah.
Totally. So we got a lot of comments about that last night. We also met some of our sponsors face to face for the first
Yes.
time. I got to hang out with Warfighter Tobacco last night.
Is that the first time you met them?
Ever.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
I had their shirt on. I went back after the event was over. Everybody was kind of rumbling around because that was a big place last night.
Yeah.
And shout out to the Grizzly Rose for having us.
Yes.
Yeah, they really took care
Yeah,
of
it's
us.
Great, and it was a great place. Like
Yeah.
fuck, I'd love to come back again. It was a fantastic place. I went back into a room where Warfighter Tobacco was, and they're all in there, and I didn't know them because I've never met them face to face before. I've only emailed with them for the show, and I was like, hey man, I had a few drinks, and I was like, you guys got combos? And they had some fucking combos. And they were like, yeah, we have some combos. And I was like, awesome, man. You mind if I grab a handful before I stitch?
Yeah, they told you ate them all. Yeah.
Ate an entire bag of combos, and they were like,
What's
hey, man.
combos?
The combo snack.
Oh, the
Combos.
snacks.
The
snack, like pretzels and the
yeah,
peanut
yeah.
butter in them.
Snack.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a
The
street
child snack.
I thought that was like a white boy street term. Like,
No,
hey, you got
no.
them combos?
No.
Like literally the
The
combos.
children's snack.
Oh, dude, those are delicious.
So I end up hanging out in there with them, and one of them was like, hey, man, Gene Vandenham's eating all our fucking combos. And I was like, oh, shit. I was
he's
like,
throwing ooh.
well, no, but here's the thing. I was like, oh, you guys have seen Range 15? And they were like, oh, fuck. No, we're a sponsor for the show. And we're like, we're Warfighter Tobacco. I was like, oh, well, that's all you had to say. Like, I went Samuel L. Jackson on it.
Yeah.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
So I ended up hanging out with them. We were doing shots, smoking cigars, throwing some T-shirts.
Awesome.
Going down on peepees.
Yeah.
Yeah, sucking some pee-pee.
Yeah. So
Fingers and butts.
Live fire exercise
three
on
PPs in my
fun.
mouth. 3 PPs in my mouth. Maybe 4. Who knows? But they were fucking awesome people. I
Absolutely.
never met them before. Scott Jansen and the boys, dude, at
All of,
Warfighter Tobacco.
all of
Big
our
fans.
sponsors are fucking
Yeah.
Big
guys.
fans. Strike Force was there.
Yeah,
Strike
Strike
Force
Force
Energy was there.
Which is cool to meet all those guys.
Donated a rifle.
It seemed like everybody was so low key and like chill, and like everybody wants to grow in business, be a better entrepreneur, but then at the same time be a good dude. So it's fucking refreshing. That's the vibe I got last night. Was like, hey man, like if I make $20, I'll give you 5, and let's both benefit our business, and let's fucking grow and like laugh our way to the end of our lives. Like, right? That's the whole point, is to enjoy yourself. So it was
Yeah,
fucking
but it's
cool vibe,
rare.
man.
It's here's
Super
the thing,
rare.
'cause
Super rare.
it's rare that business and friendships come together. Where it's like I actually like the people that I'm working with. So like with Warfighter tonight or last night, I was like, holy shit, these are fucking awesome people, and I'm
Yeah.
glad we're actually working with
We're
us.
associated with them. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean they gave me a personalized Drinkin' Bros cigar
Yeah.
that I guess
Which
is
they
a-
sell now, right? I think.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
gonna be selling. So they made a one batch of it, and whatever wasn't sold, they're still gonna be carrying anyways.
dude.
I'm not sure
the
how long they're
Drinkin'
gonna
Bros
carry it. They
cigars
might
are the
continue to carry it,
shit.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
shit.
they're rad, dude.
Yeah, I took a picture, put it on
We need
Instagram.
them.
I know. They're
Dude,
dope
I had
as
a
fuck.
box of them last night. I got so drunk. I don't know where I left it.
You don't know where the box is.
Yeah.
They're dope as fuck.
I want to apologize to Christmas Abbott because she gave me a
Was Christmas there last night? I
Yeah,
there.
Christmas was
She
there.
She gave me a nice bottle of whiskey, and I may or may not have forgot
Dude,
it at the
I know.
venue.
I
I was like,
know.
I'll set it right here. Fuck, I forgot it.
You're kidding.
There was
Yeah.
a lot of people
Sorry,
there. There
Christmas.
was some UFC fighters were there.
Yeah.
You know, some
Who was there?
Pat Barry and Rose, his wife.
Holy fuck, that was Pat Barry.
Yeah, and I don't want to
Why
say.
was I not putting that
I don't
together?
know, and I don't want to say the last name because I'll mess it up. But it's Rose Namagama was something. But Rose is a
That was
UFC,
Pat Barry.
UFC competitor
God damn
in
it.
a 115. The bantamweights.
Really?
Yeah, dude. So they showed up. They went there with a couple other fighters. One of the guys is a contender. He's lightweight for Bellator, and the other one is the champ for lightweights for the World Series of Fighting.
No shit.
Yeah, Justin Gahey.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, well, I was sparring with the dude for the past
there
2
was
days.
there was a lot of important peeps there.
It
last
was.
night.
It was. We had. They said they want to come hang out and support, and they did.
Yeah,
man.
we had
They
Nick.
he actually bid on
We
one of the
had-
Yeah,
rifles. He
Christmas.
bought a rifle.
Oh,
So
shit.
he was in
Really?
this- yeah, Justin's funny, man. So he's in there. He's hearing some guys like, "Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take this now," and he bids like 4,500. Some guy does, and the guy walks in. He goes, "Fuck that, 6,000. I'll be back for that rifle later." And he goes
Shut
back.
the fuck.
Yeah, dude. 'Cause he just won a huge fight, dude, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and get a rifle." And then he was asking us like, "Hey, dude, you should show me how to shoot that thing sometime." I was like, "Yeah, dude, we'll come
Fuck
back."
yeah, man.
That's
That's
awesome.
so cool.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
Flunking down 6K just to say what up.
Boom.
I know.
What up?
And then Evan gets a once in a lifetime experience.
Evan Hafer.
Yeah, gets pulled over in my car with Bucky Lacey.
Last night?
Yes.
Yeah, he was sober, right?
Yeah, he was sober.
He was.
Completely.
He was the DD.
Yeah,
right?
he got
Last night,
got let off with a warning. His
A warrant? No.
warning.
A warning.
Yeah,
A
not a
warning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I will
But it
say, we're
still
going to hook that
was
police
funny.
officer up because so he pulled us over and he was admittedly kind of a dick off the bat. He was just like, long night for him probably.
Yeah,
so like we're all be
yeah.
cool. We roll all the windows down like we always do, and then he gets the information. Jared pulls up and Jared was awesome. Because he wasn't in her car, so he pulls up, seeing his car's pulled over. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, we just got pulled over. So Jared holds his hands up, like, hey, can I walk to my car? Like, that was hilarious. Because
Yeah, I just stood there and held my hands
White
up
Lives Matter?
until
Did you
until
say White
he
Lives
approached.
Matter?
He was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm the owner of the car. They probably don't know where the
we couldn't find the
information
insurance.
is."
and
he
so
goes-
Jared walks
he goes,
over, gets
"All
the
right,
insurance."
approach. And I approached.
And
I
he's getting
showed him
kind of
exactly-
grumpy, and then he goes back to the car for like, I don't know, 4 minutes and came back like super nice. Was like, you guys get a warrant. Here's my personal card so you know who pulled you over. And I'm like, did you Google Black Rifle or something?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think it was?
I don't know.
What do you think it
like,
was?
I don't know because like Evan, I mean, that car's super flashy. It's a cop magnet because it's got Black Rifle all over it. But he
Yeah,
was
but
going
it's
like,
It's a
also
sexy
cop-
car.
It's
It's
a
like
cop deterrent,
sexy
though,
car.
because
like
anybody that's in the know is like, I'm leaving that one alone.
it was like 6 miles per hour over the speed limit on a turn. It was,
It's kind of crazy.
yeah, it was. He just sped into a turn, so it was nothing. It was one of those things where like, oh shit, I'm going a little fast. But the guy ended up being awesome and super chill. So
You got Bucky in your car.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
It's like
You got Bucky
I'll tell you
LaSick in that
over,
motherfucker.
It's the Black Rifle car. You got Bucky LaSick in the passenger seat. Like, wait a minute, what are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
Come on, be honest with me.
Yeah.
What are you
Are
going?
you guys
to do?
gonna go drift?
What are you guys going
Because-
to do?
By the way, and that'll lead me into this. Jared, I've never seen a human being more excited about a car. It turned out dope. But this is the first car you've had in like, what, 2 or 3 years?
5 years.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
And so, and what I want to tell the audience is day one, when you get the car, you get pulled over with Rocco.
Yeah. And my Snapchat, we were just Snapchatting.
How fast was he going?
96. No big deal.
Well, no,
And
Rocco.
I'm telling him,
Rocco texted me
Yeah.
and goes, "Bro, we're gonna get pulled over." And I was like, "Well, yeah, if you're going."
And I told him
Jeez.
I didn't want to get Paul Walker because I'm like, I don't like speed driving. I hate when people drive fast.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
96 isn't speed
And he had
driving.
What?
No,
You're
dude.
kidding.
Come
In that
on,
little
fucking
car?
limits.
Hey, the speed limit in Wyoming is 80. So I'm going 16 over? Come on.
Jared, that's a brand new car.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
oil
Well, it's just like
changes
doing
yet.
76, like, you know, 60.
Ah!
Like,
so what
76 and a
happened? How did he
60.
get out of this fucking thing?
He got the ticket.
He got the ticket?
Oh, yeah.
And
Get outta here.
deserving. I don't care if a cop was a fan. If I was like, dude, I really like you, Jared, but you were going
The dude
96,
was
I would
rad.
write you a
The
ticket.
dude
Yeah, he was
rad.
just
did
like-
nothing wrong. We did everything we did. We
And he
did
was
all
like,
the, yeah.
are you, hey, this is a $230. You ticket. You cool with that? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and he
that's
was
fine.
telling me, he goes, listen, you can fight it. You got to come back here or just pay the tickets to do something. Here you go, bud.
Yeah.
All right,
Look.
we'll take that one on the chin.
Because I will say
Deserving.
this. Well, since Drinking Bros, I'm surprised that anybody gets a ticket anymore. Because I just assume all police officers listen to the show.
Yeah.
Case in point, leaving my house about 3 weeks ago. Wife wanted popcorn, you know.
Yeah.
Kid wanted some juice after a Sandlot viewing on Amazon, you know. And I was
Love
like,
that
all right, cool. Roll out, whoop, whoop. Immediately, 3625, I get pulled over. Same thing. Cop goes back to the car for like 4 minutes, comes back. Hey, man, really sorry. And I was like, oh, shit. He's, you drinking, bros? You the big dick daddy?
Big Dick
Daddy. And then like at that point, I was like, I'll show you my dick. I'll show you my fucking dick. But I had a Drinking Bros shirt on. I had the white one with the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, it's a clean
And
one.
totally. And I was like, I've got the shirt on. I am him, you know? And he
Yeah.
was like, great. Here's the thing. I already started writing something, so I'm going to give you this warning ticket, which I've never seen a warning ticket
The
before.
warning ticket.
Warning ticket, yeah.
It goes on file.
Yeah, I didn't know
So
that.
they know you've had a warning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he goes, man, I feel bad. I'm like, but here's this warning ticket. I was like, don't feel bad. It's a
I'm the
warning.
asshole that
Like,
was
yeah.
going 16 miles an hour over the limit. I
Well, I
deserve
was
a ticket.
11.
Hey,
Yeah, but
so
It happened to
Evan,
me too at a football game. Sorry, but
Yeah.
my son's got into a fight at the snack bar. And my daughter's like, Dad, they just got in trouble with the cops. I was like, what do you mean? It's like the cops broke them up. They started throwing actual punches at each other because it's something with the candy or some shit.
Yeah.
So I go over there, go talk to the cop, like, hey man, I'm sorry. And he was like, what's up, Rocco? And I was like,
yeah.
I was like, sorry, my son. He goes, oh no, those are yours. That's funny, man. Yeah, it's cool, bro. It's all good. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. But he was like, cool, because right, he was like, Rocco, and I'm like, yeah.
Drinking Bros for
Did you-
life.
Did you feel
dude.
embarrassed? Like, I'm sorry, my kids are
Yeah, I'm
punching each other.
embarrassed. My sons are punching each other in the fucking snack
that's
bar
kind of
line,
good,
dude.
though. You
Yeah,
know?
it
At least they're
is.
getting it out.
Yeah.
They're alpha.
Yeah.
It's
They're
good.
settling their differences.
Exactly.
I bet
Think
he's just
of it
like,
like that.
yeah, I get it. That,
Yeah.
that's definitely
That-
your
it makes
son's.
sense.
Yeah,
We
it
had to
makes
go to
sense.
the bank yesterday, and Evan wanted to drive, so we took the car. As soon as we got onto the main road, dude comes
Whoop, whoop.
burning up.
Whoop, whoop.
No, he was just a regular guy. He's like, I'm listening to the podcast right now.
Shut the
And
fuck
Evan
up.
goes, are you coming tonight? He goes, hell yeah, I bought tickets when they went on sale.
Dude, the podcast has become huge. The podcast, I will say the biggest benefit is police and fire by far. Like
Yeah.
I was at a
Yeah.
concert
So this
over the
one's
summer. free
Dedicated
drinks.
to the Wyoming Police Department, this episode.
Is it?
Yeah.
All the
that's what-
Wyoming police?
Yes,
you
all
still
the
got a
Wyoming-
ticket, Jared.
I know.
If
Hopefully
you would
I
have
don't
pulled
get
you over and
another
said,
one.
hey, step
At
on a
least-
scale.
We've got
At
to
least
drive
he's
again
owning
Monday.
it.
We got to drive again Monday.
No,
I'm just
I'm
hoping.
flying. I'm not dealing with that anymore.
I'll be driving 80 the speed limit because that's what an adult does. But we'll talk
Nah,
about
you're
that
an
later.
adult and you follow the rules. Jared, overgrown boy, living in a body that isn't his.
Well, you
Yeah.
understand,
Yeah.
it's,
He's
it's-
creating by day.
His car is souped up. It's got definitely some changes to it. It's not completely stock, and I know that because I hear a weird.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
the
What he
fuck is that? Yeah.
You feel like you're in Fast and
that?
Furious
Yeah, I'm
2,
like, what?
Tokyo Drift.
Exactly,
And you're like,
dude.
yo, motherfucker, you're
I
not
told him,
Asian.
like,
You're not
He has to
Asian.
explain it to me. I remember seeing his old cars. He used to have the Preludes and shit like that, right?
Integra.
And Integras, there you go. So I knew that was his style. So when we saw he got the car, I was like, yeah, that's definitely Jared. Didn't know he can do fucking, I don't know, 15K of upgrades of some sort. I don't know. Because you hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fucking Transformers.
Yeah,
up in that movie.
dude.
You're like
Slow
Shia
down,
LaBeouf's gonna
slow
walk out.
down.
Yeah, I'm like, is this
But
thing going to blow up any minute now? I'm nervous as shit.
And here's what I like, because by the way, that is a super Mexican move that Jared pulled with
No,
souping
Asian.
up
I
a
feel like
car.
I don't
Asian.
think that's Mexican. Mexicans be
Asian.
lowering the vehicle and going really slow.
But
Yeah.
it's got a fucking.
That's Asian, bro. That's
Yeah.
that's
Is it
straight
Asian?
Fast at a
Is it
Furious,
It's
bro.
not Asian anymore.
No,
It's
Jared.
it's
You've
rally
had
now.
an abacus
It's
next
it's
to
a
your bed
Ford.
for a long
It is
time.
a Ford.
You've had an abacus next to your bed for
Like
a
you
long
couldn't
time.
you couldn't be more apparent in differences in personalities when my truck is. I have a lifted Tundra, which I just got wrapped with Black Rifle, and it's
Did
like
you get it wrapped?
it's gonna
I didn't
shop
know
right.
that.
Yeah,
That's
so
dope.
it's a man's car, and he's like, "What's Jared driving?" He's like this fucking Ford Focus fucking looking thing.
Ken
Yeah,
Block
but it's
truck.
all
And
jacked
we need
up in a
diversity
suit.
in the world, but I you
Yeah,
never
I can't get
got
the
a
lifted
minivan.
truck.
yeah.
I'm not going to look good
I got
in a
all the
lifted truck.
kids.
No.
Yeah. No, look, I will say this, because when you told me you got to focus, I was like, oh, what? That's Jared. But then I saw it come back from the shop, and I was like, oh, fuck, that's dope.
It looks cool. It's clean, man.
Yeah, it's really clean. It also looks like a 17 or 18-year-old Asians.
Right, you
And-
pull up there and like, who's in that car? But it's like some like 18-year-old Asian, and it's fucking Jared Taylor. Like,
Yeah. And do you know how many times he's going to hear this? Wink, 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 wink. I'll race you for pinks. Like, you're going to hear that a lot,
what's
dude.
pinks?
It's pink slips.
Pink
dude.
slips.
Oh,
No, but you know
yeah.
what's weird
Damn,
about that
street
fucking
talk.
car, dude? All those other ones that are like it, those fucking STIs and shit. Like,
Right.
They pull up next to him, they're like, "What's up?" and then
Yeah.
just drive off. I'm like, "What the fuck is this club? Like a goddamn club or something, like a
Yeah,
secret
but it's
society."
the same thing. Like it's
Yeah.
a Harley. When you drive by, it's that low hand
Yeah, that
wave.
low-
The
Well,
Tundra,
the thing
Tundra's
is,
the
too,
head
is
nod.
like
Yeah.
very few, like the people that are in that world, they look up to like the full rally race kits, everything like that. Like a full graphics wrap, like finished car is
Yeah.
the dream. But you know, when you're doing it on a dime, it's like I get a part here, I get a part
Yeah.
there, I get a
It's
lower
expensive as
here. Yeah,
fuck.
it's
Oh,
expensive.
yeah.
So it's like there's very few that have the finished product.
Yeah.
So it's like you see the finished product, it's like, oh fuck, all right. What
How you
Yeah.
doing? How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
you got there, bro.
Your
you
car-
got there. Hey,
look, it
I'm
turned
still,
out sweet.
I'm
It
doing
turned out
overtime at Taco Bell, trying to get another part. You got there, man.
No, the car turned out sweet, and it's fucking rad, and congratulations. I'm proud
Thank
of you.
you.
Proud of you.
It's
You're
so
becoming
much
an
fun.
adult.
So
You're
much fun.
becoming a man. You're graduating. We're taking the diapers off. You're becoming a big boy.
It's dope. We're doing two. I've been working with the shop right now. We have two custom trucks. So like mine's getting wrapped, and I've had a Tundra forever, but I'm just wrapping with Black Rifle and leveling my kit a little bit for my lift because it was a 3 lift and going to 4.5. We have Evan's truck that's getting wrapped as well. So it'll be cool. We'll have the two
Holy shit.
two
Yeah.
dope
there's gonna be,
Tundras,
like,
and then
No, I
Three
think,
Black Rifle vehicles.
Scott said he's gonna get his old truck, the truck that he has.
oh really?
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
get
that's
his
lifted and all that.
Yeah. So-
That's great.
Because we've seen like quite a bit of advertisement just off those. Like people
Dude,
are like, "Fuck
oh,
you
I
guys
know,
are in
every
Utah."
stoplight.
We're like, it's
Well,
just fun.
Here's the thing. It makes sense because you guys travel so much.
And every stoplight, somebody either recognizes it
Yep.
or says, "Is that a real coffee company?" Yeah, it is. Oh man, I got to look it up.
Yeah.
And then I can't give the details of this, but while my car was getting wrapped, a huge figurehead that could be a tripling, if not quadrupling, magnifier to the business of Black Rifle saw us
Tyler
the car
Perry.
getting
Tyler Perry.
wrapped.
It was Tyler
It's
Perry.
that-
Wait,
He wants
they-
to make a movie
they are
about.
Wants to make a
located-
Medea.
they are located here, and the rap people are like, yeah, they live in Salt Lake. He's like, I want to meet them.
That's
And then
dope,
we
dude.
we got a meeting with him.
So now we're going to the Mormon church. All right.
Yeah. All the way up. There's
Yeah.
fucking snakes.
all the way up.
Multiple wives.
Underwears that are magical.
Again, back
Why
to the
not?
other
No,
episodes.
yeah,
I don't
we're-
want multiple
no,
wives.
we're not doing
you
that.
know?
I do.
know.
I think I could do it.
I'm living the
Poly-
simple life. these
Polygamy
days.
and glory holes is one of our biggest. By the way.
Polygamy and
I think
glory
the
holes.
name is
Yeah.
what took that. I have to hear this.
It was a big boy episode. It was a big boy episode. So going back to Freedom Fest last night, Jared Taylor, what was your highlight, your personal highlight? Because there was a lot that went on last night.
There was a lot. I mean, singing with Assuming We Survive, obviously.
It's got to be a
That's
fucking
cool.
life dream, right?
It's not just, oh, I'm on stage with a lot of people there. I'm on stage with a band that I've loved for a long time, and now
That's a childhood. That's
I'm
a dream.
singing-
That's a dream. Yeah.
the song that I like with them because
Yeah.
the lead singer said,
Yeah.
"Sing it with me, buddy."
That's a JTD.
Well,
man. Jared
I
Taylor
would say,
dream.
I would say
Yeah.
even before that, like not even on stage, is me and Adrian sat backstage before anybody had got there, and I was playing an acoustic guitar. I was playing one of their songs. called
You were going to
Next,
coup.
and he sang next to me with me, and that I think that's the best part. like
Yeah.
singing with him the song that I've listened probably to 1,000 times, like, and now I'm playing it and he's singing it with me.
That's pretty incredible.
Remind me to get my Snapchat videos because I caught one. I'm front row, dude, when you're doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm front row watching, like, this is dope. Jared's on stage
Yeah.
singing, and you're both, like, leaned forward. And I'm like, no way.
We're in the stands.
Right, in the stands, right? And I'm like, I snapped randomly throughout this show,
Yeah.
but I'm, like, front row watching this. I'm like, dude, that's fucking cool. Jared got to fucking get on stage and do
That's
this thing.
awesome.
Yeah, so I got to try to remember to get that video for you, man.
No,
Matt,
thank
Matt,
you.
what was your favorite highlight last night?
I don't know, man. It's all good highlights. I can't talk about one of them publicly, but the birthday message, singing, assuming survive, sung
Yes.
Happy Birthday.
Matt Best
In
turned 30, by the way.
perfect pitch too.
30.
I will say
Perfect
my
pitch.
favorite was the last song or second to last song of All That Remains, and Rocco was sitting up on stage because I think Phil had asked him to come up, and they're rocking out to everybody, and Rocco saw me in the crowd and just kind of gave me a head nod. I was like, "Come on up, bro." I was like, "Oh fuck it, I'll go up there." You know, I'm not really part of that, but I just sat next to Rocco. JT came up and I'm like, you know, we just chilled. It was fucking
We,
rad.
it was
we
an
watched,
awesome
we
shot,
watched the last song from the drum
From the
riser.
drums.
Right.
And
Well,
it
and
was
the cool thing
awesome. And
all-
like, but by the way, because I was out in the crowd and they were like, "Hey, are you going to go up?" And I was like, "No." They were fans of Article 15, and it was like, "Hey, there's Art 15 on stage with the bands." Like,
Yeah,
it was
we
a
were
fucking
just sitting there
awesome
chilling there,
moment.
rocking out, and like
Awesome moment. It was an
Phil
awesome
and
moment.
all the guys, Bubbles, and everybody from All That Remains have been friends for a minute now
Long
of
time,
us.
yeah.
So
Long
it's
time.
like just getting up there, and they're it's cool to see them like rocking out, and like we're all friends. So he's singing a song to the crowd, then would walk by us and just be like, "Hey, dude." Bubbles was laying on us playing bass and stuff.
Well,
so.
I think what that was going to be one of the same things for me was the best moment was because we're sitting there, us three, looking at the crowd and I'm just kind of thinking like when it all started and now
Right.
where we're at now, and she's like, this is what we.
Well, if you think
where
about
we're
it-
at now, it's kind of rad.
I
dude.
know.
If you put it in that perspective, the first time you and I reconnected since the Army was Beers for Best,
Yeah.
which was this tiny event we did. Fuck, man, we're like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was late 2013. It
Yeah.
was December 2013 or
Right.
November 2013.
Somewhere around there. It was
Yeah.
like Jared wanted to do a little meet and greet with everybody, and my channel was so small back then, and I think like 30 people showed up.
Yeah, it's like 30 of us, but it was
We hustled for some shirts. We sold like 27 shirts or something.
But you have to. That's the start of a company.
Yeah, it's the start of coming,
Yeah.
and I completely love those roots. But like Rock showed up, I was like, "Holy fuck, dude, how you been, man?" Because we were texting and stuff a little bit, but then that was the day we're like, "Hey, we got this whole thing. You want to be a part of it?" He's like, "Fuck yeah!" And then to be there 3-something years later on stage with All That Remains, like doing
That's
Happy
fucking
Birthday.
incredible.
Like,
Has it
it's
only
dope,
been
man.
3 years?
Yeah, it was late.
A little bit
God
more.
damn,
than
that's
that.
fast for a
12,
company.
4.
You realize that, right? Like that's
Late 12.
real fast.
We're
for a
hustling.
We
company.
did.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did for Beers with Best March of 13.
Jesus
March?
Christ.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment last night, Rocco?
Like I said, on stage on there, it was pretty cool. I like the fact that it was the first time like all Article 15 has been in one room at the same time, and we did a picture. We did kind of like this.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Kind of this
no,
family picture.
but talk on that because a
Yeah.
lot of people at home don't know.
So-
It's more than the three of you.
Right. We've talked before and mentioned the other three.
Yeah.
The other back half, they're kind of like the behind the scenes. They're more of the business side of the accounting and things like that. A big part of the company as well. And so, but we've always had one in Tennessee, one traveling for military, another this and that. And so at one point, Cody Siaza was in freaking Korea.
Korea, yeah.
You know what I mean? For a while,
Yeah.
and then you got Buck who
Zach
was deployed.
Yeah.
You know, and
He's
then you
still
got
out.
and then you got Brad who's in Tennessee with his family, you know, and so we've never every time we've tried, we've always had one missing. There was like one
Yep.
here missing, one here missing.
Shot
one
show. and
right.
other
It's
places.
just because everyone's life is what it is, and then this time we're like, holy shit, we're all here. Let's grab a picture. So we snagged the picture.
That was a cool moment.
And it's all of us,
It
and we're
was.
just like all the camera guys, and I'm just we're like at the end we all kind of put heads
I
together,
cried.
and I think that's gonna be the dopest shot when we find it. We're
Yeah,
our heads
yeah.
together, kind of like here
What's
we are.
next?
You got to post that. You got to
Yeah.
post
It
that
was
online. That's a fucking
It
dope
was
pic.
it was a rad thing, and then I think that the cool part was at the end of it, I brought everyone to attention, told them about face and
Yeah.
about face, and welcome to the after party. And it was like, yeah,
Yeah, well, we did have a
to see everyone.
snafu.
Yeah. What did
So we had paid for the stage and lighting company to be there until 2 a.m.
yeah, so we can have other people play.
But all of them. So what was going to happen is once the after party started,
Right.
Justin Gianson was going to get up, and we were all going to.
I was gonna
we
play
were gonna
Freebird.
play all night. Like
Were
we
you
were
really?
gonna have a full band.
The
to play.
lead guitarist
But
of the country
they-
man
Yeah.
said he would play
Yeah.
with me. He was like,
So
"Oh, I
they
can."
Shut
started
the fuck up.
packing
That would have
up.
been dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Paul gets on the phone with the owner of the company, like, "Hey, we paid you till 2 a.m." And they're like, "Absolutely." I don't know why the guys are packing anything up, but at that point they had taken everything down. they were like, "Oh, we're sorry."
I didn't know that was the reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was. I can see it because, like, you have the guys that work on the crew. The second that last set's done, it's over. They're like, let's pack the fuck up. And
By the
let's
way,
get outta
that's
here.
any crew, movie.
Of course, and it's not a knock on them,
yeah.
but because by the time we like kind of try to rectify the issue of like, hey, let's get the stuff back on stage,
Right.
we're not gonna make fucking 19-year-old dude that worked the last 6 hours on
That's
9,
brutal.
12
Brutal.
hours.
Oh yeah, they're
Go load it back
shut
up
down.
so I can
All in
play.
all,
So it's like,
after that, everyone still hung out.
And
drinking.
I've always
Good
heard.
night.
I always heard from a respectable senior NCO. Nothing good ever happens after midnight.
that's true.
I heard it was 2 a.m. I got a 2-hour buffer.
I was smoked, dude. I snuck out. I was like, I'm out, bro. I was fucking tired.
Yeah,
at
because
that
we
point,
were doing a
once it
lot of
wasn't-
shots last night.
Yeah.
Once
shots
it wasn't.
How
set
many?
up-
By the way, how many bottles of lead slinger were delivered? Because there was
90 cases.
90
times
cases.
6.
There's 6 in a
So
case.
that's like
Yes.
9,402 two bottles.
That is really bad.
Jared.
math.
That's awful. That's not even
asked
close.
him, I was asking
Jared,
the
that
bartender.
is so not even close. And my child could have tallied that up better than you just did.
I talked to the bartender at the end of the night, so I actually closed out the whole thing and made sure everything was kind
You
of
stayed
wrapped
there?
up. Yeah, I
Oh,
made
shit.
sure everything was kind of wrapped
No,
up.
we're in your hungover. You're tired
Yeah,
of shit.
I was saying I was tired as shit, but I kept taking a couple more shots. At the end, I talked to the lady. I was like, "So how'd it do?" She goes, "Nobody bought anything but the whiskey." Like the rum was picked up here and there, beers randomly, but every shot that she was like, "It's lead slingers. You guys killed it." And she was like, "Are you guys out here? Because I think it'd do really well here." I was like, "Well, in about a month you're gonna start singing."
well,
around."
yeah.
So
You
I'll
might
see you in a
start
week for a
singing
corporate
around.
meeting.
cool. And she was like, "Why didn't you guys tell us? Because if you guys like, she didn't know the whole night. I'm like, how's things going? How's it going?" At the end of the night, she goes, "Are you one of the owners or what was it?" I was like, "Yeah, that's why I kept coming and making sure everything was good." She goes, "You guys, if you gave us a heads up, we definitely could have done more because
Right.
it was selling and people loved it." And I was like, "Oh fuck."
Well, that's the thing. Next one going forward, we'll make
Yeah.
sure it's all. I think this was just kind of like, hey, let's have a good time.
Look,
If you
it's
guys-
the first one you're
Right.
learning, and I will say this: like all the feedback I heard, everyone loved the whiskey. Everybody was like, "Oh shit, this might not, it wasn't in my state. I got to have it for the first time.
Right.
This whiskey's incredible." And I was like, "Yeah, what were you expecting?" They were like, "I don't know,
Yeah.
Buddies start their
I
own
always
whiskey
fuck with
company."
people and they're like, this is actually good. And I'm like, what the fuck's with that?
I hate
actually?
it.
Yeah,
It's so
exactly.
funny.
I was like, I'm
Why
not
do
going
you
to
say
sell you
actually?
shit. I'm going to be confident in my brand. Like, I'm going to
Yeah,
like it.
Chris
And
was
then I'll try
having
to
took
sell
a
you.
shot and she was like, "Shit, that's good." I was like, "Yeah, would you fucking?"
Yeah, what'd you think?
What'd you guys
Man, it was kind of like Range 15 where it was like, "Fuck, man, I love that movie. I don't get it." And I
Dude,
was
your
like,
movie was actually really fucking good.
"What
Like,
the fuck do you think it was, dude? What the fuck do you think it was?"
I,
you
sorry,
think it was,
next time I'll put
dude?
90 minutes of me shitting
You
on
know,
film.
what was hard though. I felt bad because I couldn't stop and talk to everyone as long as either they wanted or I
Agreed.
should have
Yeah.
or could have.
Yeah.
I mean, one, we want to have a good time as well, and two,
I
you
was
want
always
to talk to
running
everyone you
around
possibly
everywhere.
can. I don't even. Would you just mumble?
I was running around everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're all kind of
Well,
trying
you're part
to
of,
get on
and you guys are
stage.
doing the planning of the
Right.
events and
Yeah.
having to be
Right,
kind
so
of
I kept jumping around,
celebrities
seeing how
in your own
everything was
right.
going.
Whenever it's your own party that you're planning and involved in, you never get to have fun.
Right, yeah, I'd have to be like, "How about a shot now?" I was like, "All right, cool, let's get a shot." Boom. All right, see you later. Gotta
Take
go.
care,
Boom.
peace.
Yeah, and it just kept doing that. And I felt bad. Like,
Yeah.
hope no one felt that we cut him short or something like that. But at the same
No,
time,
I mean, I think
hope
that's
they
something to
understood.
articulate because, like, even as things progress and the more events we do, like, obviously we want to be in as absorbed in like the party as we can, but you can't have a 45-minute conversation with everybody, especially when you're talking thousands of people. Like, it just doesn't work. So
yeah,
it's like,
and if we
kinda
if
gotta
you think
seg-
we're distant or anything like that, it's not because we don't want to hang out. It's because we're producing at the same time. We're not.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
felt a lot of
as-
pressure making
It
sure
would be
everything was going
great to
right.
be invited to something that is already put together, and you're just
Wouldn't
there
it
to
be?
party.
Wouldn't it be?
Yeah, like hey, we just want to pay you to come party.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you got to make sure this.
I think
shit
even
goes
that
down.
gets like you get taxed after a while having like hundreds of conversations. I'm like the guy. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go lock myself in the closet and like have a beer and fucking lay down.
Yeah, no, but in the reels, it was cool that all the fans came out. Everybody
yeah.
came out.
It was
and
great.
It was a fucking
There were
amazing
no
event
stupid
across the board.
incidents.
No, at the end of the night, there was
Everybody
one
was
dude.
polite and
Wait,
kind
wait,
to each
took
other.
care of
Like we have the best audience you could possibly
Yeah,
imagine.
they come to fucking rage.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
and have fun
And so
because they were wild. Like,
here's what it leads me to, because everybody had a blast. Everybody's talking about it today. We're all hungover, obviously. I'm going to start with you, Jared, and go around the horn. Who's your dream next year to be on stage at Freedom Fest?
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
question.
yeah.
my dream.
Yeah. Who is it?
I would say Blink. Like I know.
Oh,
that's-
shit.
I knew he was
You
gonna go.
can't.
Blink.
That's you
That'd be
can't get
kinda
it.
rad.
Yeah, I
That'd be
mean,
God,
you might be able to get
It's
it.
a
We might be
cynical
able to get it if I make
feeling.
friends with Mark this year.
By the way, if we could find Doc Brown and send him back to 1999, can you grab Jared Taylor and bring him back
Hey,
to
they
17
sold.
years later?
They,
That's funny.
they have sold out. They're almost their entire tour, and
I'm sure they have, Jared, and it's been you. So it's just you and your family buying tickets, and I get it. So Blink is your dream. How about you,
Yeah.
Matt? Who's your dream?
Oh shit, man! Led Zeppelin. I don't know. You know, bring.
Ah.
Honestly,
I love Zeppelin.
Leonard Skinner. It would be because I think, and as a business,
We can
mindset,
get Skinner, by the way.
Well, you know, I wish it was original, but you know,
I'm
his,
with
his
you.
brother's a
Yes.
singer, but I'll be good with it. But like,
same here.
it's that
Same here.
crossroad of rock and roll meets country meets like it's so easily identifiable with everybody. Like no one's like I don't like Leonard Skinner.
Exactly.
You know, that's like who the fuck? What the fuck?
And you know the hits.
Yeah, and it's all good. So I think that'd rock a show. It'd be a really good country vibe. Like I think that would do really, really well for a larger venue.
Yeah, same here. What about you, Rocco? What do you got?
I got two to mind right now. Like one, I'd go way back to my roots. Would be something like a Snoop Dogg, and I think it would fit
Oh,
really well.
Snoop.
With
Love it.
Yeah, it would be
That's
fun.
dope.
Love
Snoop
Snoop Dogg, dude.
Right. And then the other one I'm thinking would be fit really well with our following and our supporters is Aaron Lewis, man.
Who's Aaron Lewis?
Aaron
shit,
Lewis is
Stains?
easy.
Stains, yeah.
Stain
I-
singer.
yeah.
He now does
Oh.
like country as well, but it's more of a
Sing
fucking.
his
He's
very-
friends with
sing his hit
Johnny
song.
Joey
The one-
Jones.
Yeah, there.
What's his hit song? What's his big one?
Now I can't even think.
No,
He
but
plays
with the-
all Randy Couture's
The
This
old
had
benefit
a
one from
concerts.
huge one, yeah.
I'm on the outside.
Yeah. I'm looking in, I can
Yeah,
see
that-
And he owns all,
Patriotic as
he
fuck,
owns
dude.
all the rights to all the Stain music
That's what
too,
I'm saying.
so
he
he's
can
allowed to
play
play
all of it,
Yeah.
and he's super patriotic. Like always, like
That's
it's
dope.
fucking rad. So they'd be a cool guy to have.
So
about you?
here's what I would like to see. I would like to see as an opener Rocco's brother.
No,
Yeah, why not?
dude, that's
I'm
so
so
crazy.
dope.
I'm so.
I
in
would
on
like
that.
to see Rocco's brother. I'd like to see Snoop Dogg, and I would like to see the closer as fucking
Skinner?
I would
Boom.
love it. I think, and look, I love Snoop, but I think Snoop is a separate show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
That's
I-
a special show.
But I love Snoop. So
It's like
all of that would be
Art
dope.
15 Rocks Christmas.
But
with
I
Snoop
think
Dogg.
if your brother came out
oh my god.
and then we went into that would be the fucking dope show.
If you don't know, Rocco's brother used to be an underground hip hop artist.
yeah,
And
He
Rocco, and we've talked about this in the show before, but Rocco's like, hey, man, yeah, my brother used to do rap because, you know, we like hip hop and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, like, whatever. He showed me. I went through all his old band shit.
sick.
Like, this is fucking
Rocco's
rad,
brother's
bro.
sick,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like a more underground Cypress Hill.
We gotta give- I gotta give
we
what it
talked
is.
about him on the
Yeah.
show
we got to
when he
give it
was
to
on. He was great.
Bucky because Bucky loves underground rap.
Does
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
get him all the albums then, dude.
Yeah. And
No,
hey, man.
no. We have
We have-
a special Drinking Bros
Some stuff that happened.
Do you really?
Yeah.
of the
so-
week for
Yeah,
So
Freedom
just
Fest.
like I got this text earlier from one of the guys. He's like, "Hey man, I think these guys should get a little bit of attention for what happened last night." I was like, "What happened?" So we have several of the admin team of the Drinkin' Bros and some Drinkin' Broettes that were here and helping, even setting up. And on the way home, on the way back to their hotel, they actually stopped during a car wreck, and they saw a car wreck. They fresh happened in front of their eyes. One's a paramedic, the other one's an EMT. Another guy's just a patriot.
Yeah.
And they went out there and they were pulling the vehicle open and getting people out and rendering
that
aid
big,
until
big man.
yeah, the big man Bob Cox himself
Yeah,
got
just
all
ripping
scraped up
doors
and
off
ripping
of
through.
hinges.
He's a big boy.
Dude,
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
So-
I'll get this door.
So this is just kind of the community that we have and the type of people that are involved. Just amazing people. Just
Well said.
selfless in every aspect. And so we want to give a good shout out to these guys. You got Bob Cox, Tim Morris, Tyler Kern, and Broette and Kristen Townsend. And so those four stopped the render aid until EMS arrived. And you know that's
And Tyler's a
he's an EMT.
driver.
Yeah, what was I
Like-
saying?
Yeah.
He's an EMT. And then you
You
got
couldn't
Chris-
have asked for
Kristen's
a better crew of people.
I know.
Exactly.
I know.
Christian is a no shit paramedic. So it's like, wow, that's lucky. You have
Yeah,
people
you have
right
an
there
EMTP, bro. That's
right
fucking
away
rad.
Yeah.
making work done.
Yeah.
And so that's just we want to give a shout out to them as the Drinkin' Bros.
What's the? I
and
think
Broettes.
that's part of the Drink Bros culture. It's like when action is not necessarily required but needed. Like there's an
Yeah.
issue. It's like
I
they're
think
not
that
gonna back.
culture's
Oh, that
huge with
sucks.
us. We run towards people that need help.
Yes.
And that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be like, oh,
We don't go-
they're having a shitty day. It's like, how can I fucking help? Like, I can take the 30 minutes out of my day to make sure this dude doesn't have a fucking high fracture in his C-spine and
Exactly.
you know, he suffocates himself. Like, let's have a little bit of empathy and care. And cheers to those guys,
Cheers
man.
to
That's
them.
fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Cheers. Cheers to all the Drinkin' Bros.
Yeah.
It is truly an amazing community, and every day it is shown through actions and not words. And all of that even goes back to the last podcast we did about call a drinking bro.
right. Call
There's
it
ever a
Drinkin' Bro.
problem, call a fucking drinking bro. Everybody's there. Everybody's available online, and if you don't know, there is a group on Facebook, Drinkin' Bros. You can join and chat with some of your own.
35,000 strong.
36, I think.
Holy
36.
shit.
Just at 36.
A lot of
Yeah.
love.
Holy
A lot of
shit.
love.
That's a lot of people.
A lot of love. So for For Jared Taylor, Mr. Matt Best, Vincent Vargas, a.k.a. Rocco, and Ross Patterson, we are out of here. Thank you for joining us.
Love you guys.
Freedom
Freedom
on, baby.
Fest.
We're
Freedom
gonna go
on.
nap. No sleep. I guess it's sleep.
No,
I need
sleep.
water. I
Sleep.
need water.
Love you guys.